Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your little witch Alicia. So they're doing construction outside, so I'm not gonna get to record a normal video. I wanted to talk to you guys while I'm organizing a box of stationery that I have. However, this is the box, by the way. Because of the construction and the fact that the place is fucking hot, I need to keep the fan on. I'm burning up. I'll just do this intro and then I'll do a time lapse while I'm organizing the box. I already recorded this voiceover once, but the audio came out wonky after I've uploaded to YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it another shot. Hopefully this comes out much better. This video was recorded over a week ago, probably two, and was supposed to be uploaded last Tuesday. So here you guys go. I'm sorry for the delay. I am currently organizing my box of stationery, and this was supposed to be a quick organizing of stuff that I'll need for school. However, as organizing normally go, I ended up taking boxes from under my bed and I went through those as well. This is a box of stuff that I've been carrying around since I was like 7. So I have things in here from my childhood. I went through them and reminisced about some really awesome times and not so awesome times, and it was fun. I narrowed that huge box down to a much smaller box, which was great. So I'm happy that I got that done. Now under my bed it's free of all that clutter. I hated those freaking things. They really took over an hour for me to detangle, but I'm gonna use them because I actually recently got a new bookshelf after this video, and that'll be the next video that you guys are seeing, organizing my new bookshelf. After emptying the large box, I packed all my witchcraft items in that smaller box and packed everything that I needed to organize onto the table. I have a ton of unused stationery, so I really didn't need to buy any more, but I did buy a couple of stuff that I already had. But that's fine, I'll be using them over the next year or two anyway. And this is the box that I wanted to organize everything in. So the first thing I added was 2 clipboards to the back. I have a letter size and a legal size. I'm putting everything upright so that it's easy to access. I can keep this next to the decks, and whenever I'm doing homework, I can always just pull out something. This is a notebook that Edmond made for me during quarantine when nobody was going anywhere. We made each other gifts for Christmas, and that's the one that he made for me. I wonder if he still has the one that I gave him. I've used this before, but I haven't used it much, so I'm going to keep it here so that I can remember to use it. So I'm adding a bunch of paper folders and envelopes that I'll be using if I am doing a project where I need to give in a physical copy. I highly doubt it, but in the event that I do have a few of those left. I also have some plain paper, cartridge paper, and just stuff that I use for art and craft or letter writing, and I am going to be moving those and putting them in an envelope so that they'll stay together, because if I keep them like that, they'll be bent easily. I also have graph paper and folder leaf because I'll be using a folder for my book. I won't be buying any books this year because honestly, I obsess over making my notes perfect, which usually doesn't happen, so I don't want to be tearing out leaves. So it's much easier to have a folder, and just I'll be able to exchange sheets out once I make a mistake. So I'll be using folder leaf instead of books this year. I'll be showing you the folder that I'll be using in a second, and that's it. This is the folder that I'll be using. It's plain black perfect, and that's just how I'll be doing it. Every subject, everything will be going in there, and if the notes turns out to be too much, then I can always just get a new folder and transfer notes from one notes from one module into a different book to ensure that everything stays organized. This is a old Cape Law guide book that I had. I didn't use it, so I'm gonna use it this year. That's a book that I'm doing my psychology online courses in. I write my notes in that, and that's a book that I use for budgeting, bills and stuff. And this is just a blank paper book for whenever I feel like drawing. I'm not a good artist, but sometimes I do like to draw. Now I also have a bunch of pens and pencils and markers, so I'm gonna be throwing them here and organizing them the best that I possibly can. It was way more stuff than I thought I had, so yeah, it took me probably over an hour to organize these. I was checking the pens to ensure they were writing properly. I was organizing some stickers that I printed and just separating what I'll definitely be using from what I won't be using that often, so I'll be putting in a different section of the box for storage, while I'll be keeping the stuff that I'm actively using in the pencil case that you see right there, and I'll be carrying that around with me. It's currently raining here, so you might hear some thunder. But the first thing that I added to my pencil case was the leftover bookmarkers that I have. I have all the others in books that I'm currently reading, like 6 of them. And then I added some of the pens that I have. I added a purple pen just in case I need something colored, and 2 black pens. I don't use blue ink regularly, so I don't have any of those. And I have this fidget spinner that came on the top of a pen that Edmond bought for me. The pen is here somewhere, but the fidget spinner I normally keep with me because it helps with my anxiety and keeps me focused whenever I don't have anything else to do with my hands. So I kept that with me as well. I also added this small stapler, and I don't know where the staples are, so I did end up buying a new one of that, and that will be in my next video because I did get some new stationery as well. I'm also going to be adding some pencils, some markers, tags, glue, tape, and of course an eraser. I'm currently making some notes of stuff that I need because the erasers I have are kind of dirty, so I am going to be buying a new eraser. And of course, I'll be adding these 2 loose sharpeners because the one in the pack is not pulled, even though I had that longer and I didn't need to buy those new ones, but I did, so it is what it is. These are push pins. I won't be needing those. I use those whenever I'm making vision boards. And these are some markers that I have. I use these for journaling, so I'll be keeping those separately, again in storage for when I need them. I added the tape and the glue, as I mentioned, and I'm keeping that acrylic. I think it's a paint for whenever I feel artsy again. And I'll be keeping these cue cards. One of them I already used, did not remember that I used it, so I'm gonna be keeping that in storage, and this one I'll be keeping with me to make notes whenever I start school. Currently, as I'm doing this voiceover, I have a week left. I have a week left before school starts, and I haven't done any studying. I've been doing some preparation, but I haven't done any studying like I normally would, so I'm a bit nervous, but I know it will be fine. It's similar courses to what I've done before, so yeah, I'm hoping that I'll also enjoy it as well. Right, now I'm just packing the things in the box and hoping everything will fit. It did fit, spoiler alert. And yeah, I added these to ensure that everything stayed upright, so if I remove something, everything didn't come toppling down. I did add my dictionary to the side of the box as well, and while going through my bookshelf and reorganizing, because I wanted to move everything from the top to ensure that I have more space, I found my law dictionary and my English, what was it? It was like an English composition book. It's just for doing better English, not so much a dictionary. I added those as well because I'll definitely be using those more often. This is what it looks like. Well, when I was done organizing, I had more space on the top of the shelf. I wasn't planning on keeping my shelf like this because they look pretty messy, and I like when my Twilight books are on the shelf by themselves. So I plan to do some more organizing. As I said, I got a new bookshelf, so that will be done. This will probably be the last time you guys are seeing this setup, but I mean, it's already a part of the video. The rain is getting pretty loud here, which is awesome. Not good for the voiceover, but awesome because I love the rain. First, I'm keeping the coaster there because normally I'm drinking something. This water should be right here, and the tablet and phone isn't normally there. Those move around quite often, so there's just a lot more space here, and it worked for the week while I had it. I no longer have that setup. And here I had my Ouija board mat and some letter writing stuff because I planned to do some letter writing that day. I did not though, but I'm hoping that I'll find more time to do stuff like that. Well, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.